Part 3. African. Nowruz and Enkutatash are the New Year's days of the Coptic Egyptians and the Ethiopians, respectively. Between 1900 and 2100, both occur on the 11th of September in most years and on the 12th of September in the years before Gregorian leap years. They preserve the legacy of the ancient Egyptian New Year Weptrenpet, which originally marked the onset of the Nile flood but which wandered through the seasons until the introduction of leap years to the traditional calendar by Augustus in 3020 BC. In Ethiopia, the New Year is held to mark the end of the summer rainy season. The Odin festival is also called the African New Year is celebrated in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in the United States on the second Sunday of June. While the name was based on the Yoruba African culture, its celebration marks the largest African celebration in the world, which more or less was started by a local tradition. The Sotho people of Lesotho and South Africa celebrate Selemo Sa Basotho on the 1st of August during the end of the Southern Hemisphere's winter. This is based on the Sotho calendar, and includes observances such as Mokit wa Lewa, a celebration that follows the harvest. East Asian. Chinese New Year is celebrated in some countries in East Asia, including China, and some in Southeast Asia, including Singapore. It is the first day of the traditional Chinese calendar, a lunar calendar that is corrected for the solar changes every 3 years, i.e. a lunar-solar calendar. The holiday normally falls between the 20th of January and the 20th of February. The holiday is celebrated with food, family, lucky money, usually in a red envelope, and many other red things that are believed to bring good luck. Lion and dragon dances, drums, fireworks, firecrackers, and other types of entertainment fill the streets on this day. The 1st of January is also a legal holiday in China, and people celebrate the Gregorian New Year on this day, but it is not as grand as the traditional Chinese New Year. Japanese New Year is celebrated on the 1st of January because the Gregorian calendar is now used in Japan instead of the Chinese calendar, which was in use until 1873. 26. Korean New Year is celebrated on the first day of the traditional Korean calendar in South Korea. The first day of this lunar-solar calendar, called Seolol, is an important national holiday, along with Chuseok, with a minimum of 3 days off work and school. Koreans celebrate New Year's Day by preparing food for their ancestors' spirits, visiting ancestors' graves, and playing Korean games such as Yunari with families and friends. Young children show respect to their parents, grandparents, relatives, and other elders by bowing down in a traditional way and are given good wishes and some money by the elders. In addition, South Koreans celebrate the 1st of January New Year's Day of the Gregorian calendar, and as a national holiday, people have the day off. The Gregorian calendar is now the official civil calendar in South Korea, so the populace now considers the 1st of January New Year's Day the first day of the year. South Koreans calculate their age using the East Asian age reckoning method, with all South Koreans adding a year to their age at midnight of the New Year, of the Gregorian, not the Korean calendar. Families enjoy the New Year by counting down to midnight on New Year's Eve on the 31st of December. North Koreans celebrate the New Year's Day holiday on the first day of the Gregorian calendar, the 1st of January. This New Year's Day, also called Seolol, is a big holiday in North Korea, while they take a day off on the first day of the Korean calendar. The first day of the Korean calendar is regarded as a day for relaxation, but North Koreans consider the first day of the Gregorian calendar to be even more important. Southeast Asian. Cambodian New Year, Chol Shnam Mi, is celebrated on the 13th of April or the 14th of April. There are 3 days for the Khmer New Year. The first day is called Moha Songkran, the second is called Virak Wanabat, and the final day is called Virak Lungsak. During these periods, Cambodians often go to the pagoda or play traditional games. Phnom Penh is usually quiet during Khmer New Year as most Cambodians prefer spending it at their respective hometowns. Thai New Year is celebrated on the 13th of April or the 14th of April and is called Songkran in the local language. People usually come out to splash water on one another. The throwing of water originated as a blessing. By capturing the water after it had been poured over the Buddhas for cleansing, this blessed water is gently poured on the shoulder of elders and family for good fortune. Thingyan, Burmese New Year's celebrations typically begin on the 13th of April, but the actual New Year's Day falls on the 17th of April in the 21st century. The day has slowly drifted over the centuries. In the 20th century, the day fell on 15 or the 16th of April, while in the 17th century, it fell on 9 or the 10th of April. Vietnamese New Year, Tet Nguyen Dawn or Tet, more commonly known by its shortened name Tet or Vietnamese Lunar New Year, is the most important and popular holiday and festival in Vietnam. The holiday normally falls between the 20th of January and the 20th of February. It is the Vietnamese New Year, marking the arrival of spring based on the Chinese calendar, a lunisolar calendar. The name Tet Nguyen Dawn is Sino-Vietnamese for Feast of the First Morning, derived from the Horn Nom characters. South Asian. Edit. Diwali-related New Year's celebrations include Marwari New Year and Gujarati New Year. Indian New Year's Days has several variations depending on the region and is based on the Hindu calendar. Hindu. In Hinduism, different regional cultures celebrate the New Year at different times of the year. In Assam, Bengal, Kerala, Nepal, Odisha, Punjab, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu, households celebrate the New Year when the sun enters Aries on the Hindu calendar. This is normally on the 14th of April or the 15th of April, depending on the leap year. Elsewhere in northern, central India, the Vikram Samvat calendar is followed. According to that, the New Year Day is the first day of the Chaitra month, also known as Chaitra Shukla Pratipada or Gudi Padwa. This is basically the first month of the Hindu calendar, the first Shukla Paksha, fortnight, and the first day. This normally comes around the 23rd to the 24th of March, mostly around the spring equinox in Gregorian calendar. The New Year is celebrated by paying respect to elders in the family and by seeking their blessings. They also exchange tokens of good wishes for a healthy and prosperous year ahead. Malayalam New Year, Puttuvasham, is celebrated either on the first day of the month of Medam in mid-April, which is known as Vishu, or the first day of the month of Chingam, in the Malayalam calendar in mid-August according to another reckoning. Unlike most other calendar systems in India, the New Year's Day on the Malayalam calendar is not based on any astronomical event. It is just the first day of the first of the 12 months on the Malayalam calendar. The Malayalam calendar, called Kolavasham, originated in 825 AD, based on general agreement among scholars, with the reopening of the city of Kollam, on Malabar coast, which had been destroyed by a natural disaster. Part 4 will be continued.